Hey world, it's being when to come back to another video. Fam, I want to talk about narcissistic parents and how they try to ruin their children's lives. Okay, because if you're out there and you have narcissistic parents, you know anybody who had narcissistic parents, you know what I'm talking about. All right. I'd like to say, first of all, guys, let's get established that you remember, brothers and sisters, narcissists, they don't love anybody but themselves. I mean, that's it. They are, like I say, they're emotionally bankrupt. You know, you don't know what happened to them, but something happened to them where, they delved into that narcissistic personality, and it's survival of the fittest for them. And so when a narcissist, like I say, especially in a relationship, when they get found out, especially if it's by an empath, because remember, empath is going to mirror all of the bad behavior that they do and throw it right back at them. And they can't help but just try to be away from them. And even if you're a really, really great source of supply for the narcissist, it's a love-hate. They're going to hate you. They're not going to love you. The love is functional love. It's, what can you do for me? They're going to ask you to do something for them. If you do it, oh, I love you. If you don't do it, oh, I hate you. That's how narcissists are. And so as parents to the children are just pawns. I mean, that's it. And if they have multiple children, they're going to normally have that one that they choose to, to try to love bomb and try to get them up under their wing, to try to, keep that as a love monkey. Because remember, they have to have, adulation all the time. I mean, the grandiose, mindset that they have, if you're not constantly telling them, oh, I love you, or, you look beautiful, this and that and the third, then you're not loving them, okay? And so with their children, and the children is dependent on them, because remember, children, as we get older, we can identify this, once you do the research on it, because it's crazy, because people shouldn't act like that, right? And so when you do the research on it, and then you're able to identify it, and you're able to get yourself away from them, and heal yourself and try to understand what's going on with them. If you have to continue in contact with them as adults, you can understand it. It doesn't bother you. But as children, the children are dependent on them, okay? And that's why as another parent, you got to make sure that you stay in your kids' lives, because it's very, very important. Because the kids, when they get older, they will see a narcissist's true colors, okay? And it can be kind of heartaching for them, because, you be like, man, all this time I thought they loved me, but they really don't, because they can't love you. They only love themselves, all right? And so as a narcissistic parent, that's their puppet, the children, okay? And believe me, if you're the child that don't show that type of attention to them, then they're not going to show you as much love. Like I say, they like to choose that one, or they try to get all of them to feel that way about them. But, they know, just because they've been doing this all their lives, they know eventually their children are going to find out who they really are, right? And that's why they got to try to, put up this persona. But if you look at what they really do for their children, they really don't do anything for them. But they'll try to come off as this great parent, but they really don't do anything for them. If they don't take them really too many places. I know, when I was growing up, I was like, nah, everybody thought my parents was cool and great, which my mom is great, right? My dad was cool, but, narcissistic tendencies was there. And so that as a kid growing up, because there are certain things, your parents aren't just going to love you by just buying you things or letting you get away with everything or letting you do anything you want. After a while, children know that that's not love, all right? And so the narcissist, that's really all they can give. They can't really give real love, because they really don't want that love. They want to receive. They don't want to give it. You know, that's why they want to, you know, build them up. Okay. And so if you're someone out there and you had a parent that was a narcissist, you know, leave a comment and let me know how you feel about it. And if your narcissistic injuries have healed, and what have you done to move on? And as a parent, you know, how are you with your children? Okay. Well, family, like I said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And in the meantime, between time, may the Most High Saudi bring you joy. And being well is out of 5,000.